In this video, I'm going to tell you what's happening in Istanbul, Turkey. It's not uncommon to see flags everywhere, but this week especially, I've seen flags everywhere. So I started to think, what's going on here? And I realized it was the 100th anniversary of the independence of Turkey. So let's go and see how Turkish people celebrate Independence Day. So this is going to be really, really cool to see everybody out here celebrating. Usually they do it by having concerts, festivals, live shows, and just like everybody coming out to show their actual appreciation for Turkey, their pride. Flags are everywhere on buses, on buildings. And you're going to see someone very special, a gentleman by the name of Ataturk, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. And I'll tell you guys why he's so significant in the modern history. Let's go. But first, let's have some breakfast. So I stopped by here, this pastry place, to get some borek. The borek is actually a very traditional Turkish breakfast. It's basically layer after layer of pastry. And inside of it is potatoes in this one. But you can put cheese or spinach, anything like that. It's really delicious. A little bit oily for the morning, but that's why you need your best pairing, Turkish chai. Let me finish this and we'll get out there to see some of the celebrations that are going on here in Istanbul. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the Republic of Turkiye, and Mustafa Ataturk was a really significant person making this all happen. So he's really significant because he is the founding father of Turkiye, and he led the establishment of the Republic of Turkey in 1923, replacing the Ottoman Empire rules. Also, he introduced secularism, separating religion from the state, which led to the foundation of more inclusive and modern society. That's why a lot of people today that are trying to be progressive and modern in Turkey, I really adore Mustafa Ataturk, because he is the reason why basically Turkey is what it is today. He's a really significant figure in the history of Turkey, and I'm not sure if everybody feels that way, but everybody that I've spoken to definitely holds him at a very high stature, right? So let's go down to the ferry station. We're going to take the ferry actually to a different part of town, and I'm going to show you guys where the celebrations are happening, not only here in Ataturk, also in some other different parts. Now, I know there's some concerts, some really lively events. I may not check those out, but I want to give you guys like an actual footage and some scenes of what's going on in regular neighborhoods. We just made our way down here to the pier. Another thing about Ataturk, he introduced a lot of education reforms. He also introduced the alphabet. So they used to do by Arabic writing. Now it's like actually like the English alphabet. So a lot of things to go ahead and progress education and make it accessible to everybody. I've never seen flags so big, honestly. Check this out. Yeah, entire buildings are covered with red and white. The quarter moon crescent and the star, of course. Somebody's happy about Turkey behind me screaming. So yeah, let's see if we can go ahead and check out Üsküdar. I want to go to a different neighborhood, see if it's just this area that's so vibrant with the flags, or different parts of Istanbul as well. Let's go. Behind me is the ferry station and the bus terminal, if you guys can see. But this time I'm going to take these small little vans that are much quicker to get to where I want to go. It's only about 15 lira, so 60 cents, and it's real quick. Taxis in Istanbul are notoriously bad, but these vans, they're just a set price. So they can't really scam you or take advantage of you. Only 15 lira. I just arrived in Üsküdar, another very popular area in Istanbul. As you can see behind me, all the flags are still here, the same as Ataturk. So let me tell you guys a couple more things about Mustafa Ataturk. So this guy was a really big influence on modernizing Turkey. He implemented new legal system based on European models, which helped establish the rule of law. And also he was a very big advocate on women's rights. And he granted them the right to vote and hold public office, which was a significant step forward for general equality, right? So a big man here in Istanbul, Mustafa Ataturk, was the reason why I think Turkey is where it is today. And you know, the world economy, it's still really big despite the inflation and the drop in the Turkish lira. I think Turkey is going to be okay. I have a feeling, just given the geography of it, and hopefully more prosperous years to come for Turkey, and we can celebrate another 100 years of independence here. But let's go find some food, right? Let's check out some food. I'm trying to get something to eat. One thing I love about Istanbul is the number of mosques you see everywhere you go. And in any neighborhood you go, you're going to see some beautiful architecture when it comes to mosques and old historical buildings, right? And this Üsküdar I really like because they have the hills there. You can see some homes there as well. A really cool mix of like modern and historical places all put into one thing. You got the metro over here on one side, but you still got some shops that have been here for, it seems like decades, right? Let me show you guys a little bit around Üsküdar, and we'll try to find somewhere to eat, something to eat. I'm thinking maybe like a doner or like a sandwich. I'm making my way to the pier in Üsküdar, and you can see another mosque over here, as well as Hakizade, which is a very, very popular pastry and dessert shop. It's been around for like over 100 years, 1864. Can you believe that? Insane. So if you're here in Istanbul, you got to try this dessert shop. You may have seen this already if you watched anything about Turkey. It's about Turkish delight and baklava, a very popular place. I won't be going in there, I don't think. Maybe not this time, but definitely in the future. There's also a cool little market here in Üsküdar where they sell everything from clothing to spices and pickles, fish, fresh bread, everything like that, and fruits and vegetables. I don't think I mentioned it, but fruits and vegetables are actually really, really affordable here in Turkey, despite inflation and everything like that. So that's a good sign. At least you can cook at home with some groceries if you want to buy it, and it won't be so bad for you. I think I found a place I want to eat right behind me, something with pide and lahmacun, which I really love. So got some seating area. Let's see if we can find a place to sit down.
Abi ben terliyim, beni çekme. Var mı beni çekme? Ondan sonra götürüp atacaksın, eşek belki hamur gibi çalışıyorlar.
I wish I spoke Turkish. It is complete chaos behind me. As you can see, there's flags everywhere. So I gotta find a place to sit down and eat this sandwich because there was no room to sit in the restaurant. But yeah, this is it, guys. So this is what's happening here in Istanbul. Let me know if you've been to Turkey before during Independence Day, because it's absolutely crazy. It feels like it's like a live concert throughout the whole city, but obviously there isn't. That tambik doner was absolutely delicious. Now inside of it is shaved lamb and beef, and they top it out with some French fries, tomatoes, and pickles. And honestly, I wanted to eat everything that was there. All those kebabs that were skewered already. Their bread was fantastically fresh. They make it in-house, and I love how they use this like a brick oven that they cook the bread. It gives it a nice little flavor, and they're super nice. They even gave me like an extra what do you call it, kofte, which was like a meatball, I don't know, dumpling, whatever it was, delicious. I really, really recommend it. It was a little bit pricey, about $5 and something US, but 100 grams of meat in there, so I don't mind. So we're just back here on the Asian side in Karakoy, and I'll tell you guys a couple more things about Mustafa Ataturk. He was really promoting for industrialization as well. So Ataturk aimed to modernize Turkey's economy by promoting industrialization and infrastructure development. Also with cultural heritage, he valued Turkey's rich cultural heritage and took steps to preserve and promote it, including the protection of historical sites. And of course, nationalism. He fostered a sense of Turkish nationality, try to bring everybody together, all the ethnic groups under the same flag, which what you're seeing here today, different flags like everywhere, right? So I've never seen a country come together like I have here in Turkey. I wish the whole world could be like this, to be honest, especially what's going on with the Middle East. Even my own country, maybe Afghanistan one day can actually raise a flag and come together, but I doubt I see that in my lifetime, but you never know, right? So let's go ahead and finish this video off. I'll tell you guys a couple more things about Ataturk and today's special day, 100th year anniversary of the Republic of Turkey. Let's go. One more great thing I love about Istanbul is like a punch to the senses, right? The smells of different food, the different kinds of people walking around, even like the stray cats and dogs are just roaming freely. I've already made a video about the stray dogs in Istanbul, but they love their animals, the street animals, especially the cats. I feel like they're royalty over here. Everybody seems to be really taking care of them. There's always food on the ground, and they're always fat, which is nice to see. Big contrast to most Southeast Asian countries that I've traveled to. So it's nice to see dogs being taken care of, and cats as well. Let's cleanse our palate with some pomegranate juice and some tea, right? It's actually a really nice juice place here, really affordable, and it's got a whole bunch of variety of juices. I think they're open right now. Let's get some pomegranate juice. Merhaba, küçük nar, please.
Nasılsın?
Teşekkür. This here pure pomegranate juice, only about 80 cents. It's delicious. I don't like to get the big ones because it really messes up and tingles my my mouth and my tongue, but this is super delicious. Whoa, nice and cold. A couple last things I want to point out about Ataturk is that his military leadership was strategic to ensuring the sovereignty of Turkey. and his legacy, right? So Ataturk's principles and reforms continue to shape Turkey's political and social landscape, making him a symbol of the country's modernization and transformation. So if you've never been to Turkey, you're gonna see Ataturk's face almost everywhere, especially given such an important day like this. I can see like he is almost up there with any kind of Turkish flag that you see. And that brings us to the end of this video. Let me know what you think of today's video. Did you know anything about this stuff or anything about Ataturk or his significance? And if you want to travel the world like I've been and save over $20,000 a year, check out livingabroadclub.com, a private community where I've launched completely free, where I teach you everything I know from my experiences, as well as tutorial videos exactly how you can go ahead and do what I've been doing. So go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description, livingabroadclub.com, and share all your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you take the time to write it, I take the time to respond. And I'm running out of breath, so with that being said, I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye.